Hi, it's Ian, welcome to pensionofitness.com, and today we're going to deal with the glutes. And we're going to do the first exercise. Now, the glutes are what you need for walking, for almost everything you do. Your glutes are there supporting you, they protect your hips, and they keep your hip flexors in good order. They help your legs, they help position the bones going down the legs, and you really need these to be strong. Unfortunately, a lot of us sit for a long time and we weaken them, and that's no good. So we're going to do an exercise today to strengthen them. And the first exercise we're going to do is called a sumo pulse squat. And basically we're going to get into this position with the legs about shoulder width apart, and then we're going to go down into the sumo position, which is like this. It's not like a full squat, it's up here, right? Now you'll notice everything's under tension. The glutes are under tension, your legs are under tension, and from this position you're going to lower slightly, and then you're going to do a bounce. You're going to do that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you come back, still under tension, to the start position. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. Now, if you have a problem with balance, you can do that holding a chair. So when you get into position, you can have a chair here. Now, ideally, you would have it in front of you so you could hold it here, but I don't want that to be in front of the camera, so I've got it at the side. But you can still do this exercise by holding a chair for support. Okay, so we did 2. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. We're going to do that 4. We're going to do that 5 times. So you'll do that 5 times, and that's 1 set. So that's the sumo pulse squats. Very effective exercise for legs as well as your glutes. The next exercise we're going to do is a deficit lunge. Now, if you remember, when we did step-ups, we got a nice little box that's strong enough to hold our weight. This is an old car battery. This is what I'm using for this. I'm sure you'll find something in your house, or you can go down and go to the local wood yard and get a block of wood or whatever, but you can get something you can stand on. Most people have something. You might have a toolbox or something like that you can stand on. It doesn't want to be much bigger than this. You don't want to be too high. And basically what happens here is that you need a chair for support. You're going to stand on this, and what happens is you're going to take a large step backwards. So you take a step backwards here. When you get here, you're going to lower this knee down towards the ground. And once you've done that, you're going to come back up to the start position. And then once you've done 1, you can carry on and you can do 10 on each side. Or you can go to this side now and go down on this one, so that you're alternating left, right, left, right, left, right. Choice is yours. So there you go, and then obviously you're going to come back up to here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's important that knee goes right down towards the ground. Once you've done 5, if you need to, have a little rest and then carry on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then of course you can go to the other leg, or if you choose to, you can alternate them left, right to do it that way. We're going to do 10 on each leg. That's 1 set. Okay, don't need this now. Next exercise, we need a weight. And we're going to get down into the glute bridge position. And this is the glute bridge with a weight. Now, if you remember the glute bridge, we get to this position, straight line all the way back to the shoulders, arms by our side, and we lift this up. And the glutes are tight, pushing up. Now we're going to do it with a weight. Now, from before, if you remember, We've got a bottle like this, we've filled it with a bit of sand, or you can fill it with water, but it's not very heavy with water. This with sand weighs 3 kilograms. Now this is ideal to start off with. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to lay it on your middle, between your hips and your belly button, and it's going to lie there. Now when you go up, there's a good chance it's going to roll. So if you use something round like this, then you may have to hold it in place while you go up. And hold it in position, 1, 2, 3, 4, and come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and come down. Now, if you've got something that you're using for a weight, and it's not round like this, but it has sharp edges or anything, you can always put a towel across here, or a blanket or something to lay it on so that it doesn't dig into you. And the other thing is, you can put a little handle with some rope around it like this, so that you can hold it in position. And you can do this 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. And you carry that on doing all 10 to make sure that when you push up, that all of this is tight. You squeeze it tight and make sure your abdominal muscles are tight when you're up into this position, so that you're using them as well. Okay, let me put that there, and we need to get up. Now, the next thing we're going to do is a weighted swing. And the weighted swing you can use with this, and it's basically a kettlebell swing. Now a kettlebell swing, a weight comes from here, and you can use the glutes to push forward, and it raises your arm. It doesn't do, you don't raise with your arms. It's the glutes going forward and the body movement that throws the weight up in front of you. So that's the weighted swing. And it goes from there. Now, this is only 3 kilograms, and if you haven't got a lot of strength, or you find it difficult, this might be the ideal weight to start off with. But you can do things like this. This is a bleach container. It's got a nice handle for holding to do this exercise, and it's 5 kilograms if you fill it with water, because a litre of water is 5 kilograms. It's 1 kilogram. So this is full of water. It's a 5 kilogram weight, and that may be an ideal weight for you to start off with. And it can go here. And of course, if you want, you can use a chair for support, and you can swing just with one arm, and you can do that swing. But it's the glutes that's pushing this forward each time to get it into that position. Okay. Now, for me, I chose this one, and I filled it with sand, and it weighs 8 kilograms. And this is the one I started training with. I read about kettlebells, and I thought that's a good idea. I want to try that, but I was a little bit shy about getting a kettlebell in case I bought one and I couldn't use it, and I couldn't do it. So I got this, filled it with sand, and it weighed 8 kilograms. And I started to do kettlebell swings with it, or weighted swings. And that was great. And I built this up to doing 200 a day before I bought a kettlebell. And I started off with a kettlebell at that stage. So, this is how you do it. Place it down there in front of you. Hold 2 hands, or 1 hand if you're using the support. And you're going to pull it back between your legs. And then you're going to go forward. But the momentum comes from here. It's the push that lifts this up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1 set. 10 is 1 set. So if you do that on a fairly regular basis, you will strengthen this and make it very, very great for supporting you and helping you. It helps your posture, it helps the way you hold yourself, and it stops your body using other parts to make up for the weakness here. So remember that. So that's your exercises. That's your exercises for today. So you're going to do each one of those is one set. Once you've done all of them, it's one set. And then you will do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, both weeks. And try to build up to 3 sets. If you can only do 1 set, that's okay. If you can do 2, that's okay too. Don't do any more than 3 sets and try and do it. It's really hot in here, I'm sweating a little bit. But anyway, that's it. Thank you very much. See you back at pensionandfitness.com.